Good morning, my beautiful viewers, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on the Toro Z Master taking care of another mowing project here in the Ohio countryside. We have been blessed with plenty of rain this summer, and the grass is growing like it's early spring, even though the calendar says August. Yesterday's rain left the grass thick, green, and a little damp this morning. I've got the mower deck raised all the way to 5 inches. One drawback to mowing this high is that the deck doesn't always create enough vacuum to lift every blade of grass, especially when it's wet and heavy. Even so, it still leaves behind that fresh cut look that makes all the work worthwhile. As always, climb aboard and enjoy the ride. The amount of rain we've received this season has been a blessing. A few years ago, by August, everything would be brown and dusty. This year, the fields are green, the trees are healthy, and the grass seems to grow faster than I can mow it. When the grass is this thick and wet, mowing becomes a balancing act. Lowering the deck gives a cleaner cut, but it also puts more stress on the mower and can leave clumps behind. Running the deck at 5 inches keeps the lawn healthier during the summer heat, even if it means sacrificing a little bit of lift. Watching this mower work gives me time to think about where life has taken me. My first job was baling hay for a local farmer when I was 13 years old. I spent 2 summers stacking heavy bales in the heat. It was hard work, but it taught me something important. If you wanted money, you had to earn it. After that, I moved on to the local amusement park. For 2 years, I worked at the snow cone stand. And when I turned 17, I became a ride operator. Looking back, those jobs taught me responsibility and how to work with people. When I turned 18, I volunteered for the Army draft. The military became my home for the next 6 years. I spent my first 3 years as a prison guard, and the next 3 years serving with the 7th Cavalry Regiment. The Army taught me discipline, teamwork, and perseverance. By the time I was 24, I began working at the Ohio Reformatory for Women. After 3 years there, I accepted a position at the Honda Marysville Auto Plant in 1982 and joined the original startup team. I spent 6 years in the Quality Assurance Department. Between the prison job and Honda, I worked more overtime than I care to remember. Nights, weekends, holidays. It seemed like I was always working, but every extra dollar had a purpose. Instead of spending the money on things that disappeared, I invested in this property. The trees, the buildings, the driveways, the fields, and everything you see in these videos didn't appear overnight. They were built one paycheck at a time over decades of hard work. In my early 30s, I decided it was time to take a chance on myself and open an automotive repair shop. More than 35 years later, I'm finally semi-retired and have turned much of the business over to my wife and my 2 sons. People talk about retirement as if it's simply a number chosen by the government. Some retire at 62, while others wait longer for full benefits. I'm certainly not a financial planner, and I encourage everyone to do their own research and speak with Social Security about their specific situation. What I can tell you is this: money by itself means very little. 2 people can earn exactly the same amount, and one may have very little to show for it, while the other build something that lasts for generations. I've always believed that every purchase has a hidden cost measured in hours of your life. Years ago, I came up with a simple formula. Take the price of something you want to buy and divide it by your hourly wage. The answer tells you how many hours you must work to pay for that item. A $100 purchase may not sound like much until you realize it represents 4 or 5 or even 10 hours of your life. It changes the way you think about spending money. Try that exercise sometime and let me know what you think. Managing money is a skill, and unfortunately not everyone develops it. Everywhere you look, someone wants your money. Advertisements, subscriptions, new gadgets, bigger houses, newer cars. The world is always encouraging you to spend. That doesn't mean you shouldn't enjoy life. There are days now when I simply don't feel like working. I'll sit in my chair, watch YouTube videos, drink a cup of coffee, and enjoy the peace and quiet. After decades of working long hours, I feel like I've earned those days. The key, at least for me, has been finding a balance between enjoying today and preparing for tomorrow. As I ride across this property, I don't see tractors, barns, and fields. I see thousands of long work days, sacrifices, and decisions that slowly turned an empty piece of ground into a home. Well, my beautiful viewers, that's going to do it for today's mowing adventure with the Toro Z Master. I hope you enjoyed the ride and maybe took something away from my story. Remember, success isn't always about how much money you make. It's about what you do with the opportunities you've been given and whether your hard work creates something meaningful. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear about your very first job and any money lessons you've learned along the way. Until next time, take care of yourselves, enjoy the outdoors, and I'll see you in the next video.